So, hello guys, it's me, Shisha here, and I have Sunny D with me, and we're both gonna do a live discussion about the recent news on Rebirth of Souls. We're gonna talk about in depth with the trailers that showed up recently. A lot of news just came up all on the fly, all at once within 1 week. It was crazy announcements, and also we're gonna go over the combat system and everything, all our opinions about it. We're gonna talk about the Bleach Legacy series that we both have been doing it, which is basically about the all the fighting games of Bleach that have come out from the beginning to where we are right now, the major ones. We're gonna discuss our experiences about that and our roadmap about it as well. And finally, we're gonna discuss about also the anime Thousand Year Blood War. Talk about Core 3 and well from the beginning of it and what's the expectations on the upcoming episodes and whatnot. So yeah, this is what this is all about. um yeah, so Sunny D, you can talk about you now.
Yeah, so as a little introduction about myself. Of course, my name is Sunny D, and I started this channel. I mean, a while ago, but in terms of like Bleach content, obviously started recently. Now, I'm a pretty big Bleach fan. I would say I've liked Bleach since like a long time ago. I've read the manga, watched the anime, played some Bleach games, questionable Bleach games, but I did that as well. And so that's kind of my sort of history with the Bleach stuff. Obviously, I've known Shisha for a very, very long time, and we both share our sort of appreciation and love for Bleach. So basically, in the channel, what I kind of do is Bleach gaming stuff. I cover different Bleach stuff about like specifically Bleach Rebirth of Souls. But again, like you said, the Bleach Legacy series, I call it Road to Rebirth, which is like you said, we're playing different Bleach fighting games from like basically the first fighting games that ever came out for Bleach, all the way to the latest Bleach fighting game that came out. Which yeah, so we're playing all those games before the launch of Rebirth to kind of get a good grasp, kind of get a good idea of what Bleach gaming had to offer us before Rebirth comes out. So that's kind of the series we're going. And other than that, yeah, I mean, again, one of my sort of dreams actually for the channel, and I think Shisha also shares that kind of similarity, is we're trying to be part of the community, make it bigger than what it is, and hopefully make a sort of impact on it, and make Bleach as big as it can get. Right? I think it deserves it. I think Bleach really is something that a lot of people should really check out, really enjoy, and appreciate it. So that's kind of a little introduction about myself. Yeah. So and also thanks for the stream. I think this is great.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah,
be
no
fun.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be some fun stuff right now.
Yeah. It's gonna be
So
great.
yeah, about Rebirth of Souls. I guess the first question I'll ask is, what are your overall thoughts about the game so far?
Oh man, come on now. This is we both know, man. This game looking absolutely fire, right? So like
Hmm.
from the beginning till the end. I think it's kind of crazy how there hasn't been a single trailer right now that flopped. Every
Oh yeah.
single trailer, character trailers, announcement trailers, different little hidden videos showing the, I don't know, story mode and stuff like that. I mean, everything that came out, every information that comes out for the game has been absolutely fire. So, yeah, I mean, I'm super excited, right? Super excited. I'm also, it's great because obviously we like Bleach, right? But I also come from a background that I like to play fighting games. So this is like the best of two worlds, right? Just boom together is like, hey, you like Bleach, you like fighting game. Why don't we just put it two together? You know, so yeah. Overall, I think it's gonna be an amazing game. I'm really looking forward to it.
Hmm.
But yeah, what do you think,
Yeah.
man?
I agree with that. I mean, I'm in the same boat in this regard too. I remember the first time when this game was announced, I was very, very skeptical because,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's about a company we didn't know much about. I mean, the game, it was like, visualized as a, typical 3D arena fighter at first. So they didn't really talk too much about the game when it got announced. when it got announced, all they said was they are heavily focusing on the graphics and visuals of the game and trying to make it as beautiful looking as much as possible, and the fact that the story mode will take place from the beginning of the series till the Iran car arc, or at the end of it.
Yeah.
That's all we knew. So it's like, okay, cool. I mean, there's not much to go off of that,
Did it not tell that TYBW was working on as well?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He did. They did say that, yes, but it was mostly, so that was the cool part about that was the fact that, like, okay, so that means story mode itself is gonna be something really cool, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't know if there was gonna be anything beyond that, if that makes sense. If that was the only thing to look forward to. Like, what about the gameplay itself? What about the combat system? Anything of that sort? Yeah, you couldn't really tell anything from that. So all we had from that was just a potentially promising story mode.
I mean, to be
then,
fair though, like,
yeah,
to be fair, because I remember we saw the first videos and I was so hyped, right? I was like, yo, finally got like a proper Bleach game coming from, we were playing freaking BBS and stuff. Like, it was absolute depression time.
Oh man, yeah.
It's just horrible times. And we're like, oh, I'm like, on my side, I was super excited for Rebirth. I was like, dude, this is gonna be, finally we can play a game that's gonna replace our BBS. And but you were like, yo, I don't know, man. I'm a little scared. Like, it's not, I don't think, and at the end of the day, you were kind of like protecting yourself from the potential disappointment, right? You're just like, just in case it's bad, I'm gonna put my bar low. But
yeah. Oh my god, I love to be safe. I like, disappointment is one of my biggest, like, I hate being disappointed so badly, and it's like, yeah, no, yeah, we're coming from Bleach Brave Souls. That was like the games that, in terms of Bleach game, that's the one we were playing, right? Bleach Brave Souls, that's a very low bar. I know some people love it and stuff like that, but hey, come on.
Like, Aronero.
But we're just like, the bar is low. This is not the type of gamers we are. We're not like some like gotcha gamers. We're not really that, We want some quality gameplay out of our games at the end of the day. So coming from that, it's definitely a plus. Even if this game was like some generic 3D anime fighter, I'm sure that title itself is still better than Bleach Brave Souls.
That's where I was coming from. So I was like, yo, whatever it is, I want to be excited.
Yeah.
There's no way it's worse than BBS. So I'm like, all right, with that bar, I'm already going to be happy about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one very special distinguish that I want to make with, I think, both of us versus other channels that cover like Bleach Rebirth of Souls, is that we are primarily a Bleach channel, specifically. Now, everything we do is Bleach related, and it can go beyond just like Rebirth of Souls as well. It can go beyond just that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So we're not what do you call anime like gaming content, if that makes sense. We're Bleach content. Very different things.
Yeah,
you're not gonna see us cover other anime games like Sparking Zero or like,
man.
You're not gonna see any of that stuff. Yeah. This is purely a Bleach love channel, Bleach love praise channel.
Yeah,
So
no, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. You're not gonna see us play whatever new anime games that are coming out, like other anime games. I'm not interested in that stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, I think like we might play it, but in terms of like actual content, right? I think
that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, there's so much Bleach content out there. Like it's crazy how you can't run out of ideas.
Oh yeah, Bleach is just so big. It's so big. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so that was our expectations about the game. Now, as time went on, the more they showed the game, the better it got, right?
Oh yeah.
And it got to a point where I was so shocked with the way that they're talking about the game mechanics, the systems, and yeah, just overall, it kind of just looked like as if there was a lot of care and attention put into the gameplay. I was kind of getting surprised by that. I was like, huh, interesting. It's not even, it's like an 8-way movement, and like all these little things that they kept talking about in detail about the system mechanics of what they were trying to achieve here. It was very, very specific. That's why when I got shocked, and that's when my expectations started to rise up from there. And so, yeah, that's where we are. I would say how I feel right now. It's just I am looking so forward to this game.
Yeah.
Content wise, gameplay wise, I think this game will be super fun to play. The meta would be super sick. Um, yeah, that's where I'm at right now with this game.
No, for sure. I mean, the thing is with like, when we go to fighting games, like for example, like Guilty Gear Strive or
Yes.
Street Fighter 6 or even Tekken 8, like things like that. I got into it where thinking like, okay, I'm excited for the multiplayer online experience. I didn't even look at the story mode. To me, it's like story mode was like, all right, that's whatever. And Street Fighter 6 actually was one of those games where I was kind of looking forward to the story mode a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I played it and I was like, oh, that's very disappointing. But Rebirth of Souls is like, we're gonna make multiplayer and single player absolute bangers.
Yes.
And that's why I'm like, I'm kind of shocked. Like, it's my first time being excited for not only the multiplayer but also the single player.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
it's really good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's so rare to see. That release date trailer that they showed, with like the Soul Society arc related stuff.
Oof.
That with they showed Jidambo boss and all that.
Yep.
That trailer blew me away because I knew that the story mode was gonna be decent, but for anime game standard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But this with all everything that they showed, it's like this went beyond expectations, beyond whatever I thought it was gonna happen with this game. It's literally like beat by beat, the actual story. They're going in depth with like the backstories, the actual. No, they're going even further than the source material. They're gonna put stuff that's not even in the actual manga, behind the scenes stuff, and go like, wow, it's crazy. It's absolutely amazing what they're doing with this game. They're going above and beyond. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, literally, it's confirmed that they're going to be adding secret story parts, things that, like you said, there is not even in the original content, and it's just, I love the fact that Kubo, the actual author for Bleach, is the one working hand in hand with the game. So it gives you that confidence, right? Where it's like, all right, whatever sort of content that's in the game, we have the confidence that it's legit. It's not like fan made or just like random, filler kind of like bound arc garbage that I come in.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So yeah, high hopes, and we know it's gonna be good. Yeah, we know it's gonna be really good. Yeah. So for the actual gameplay stuff that I've seen, okay, so what do you think about the Shinji trailer? Both of them, the special trailer and the Shinji trailer.
I mean, it's okay. Special trailer, obviously, it was showing like the Shinji stories, right? The story mode. It was showing. Oh man, I loved like just the artistic, like the artistic like direction that they used for the video.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw the pendulum, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Literally referencing Pendulum back. Turn back to Pendulum.
Yeah.
One of the amazing arcs in the story.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's great. So when I saw that originally, there's a part where you see Hiyori coming in with Shinji, like both fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting Ichigo. So I thought, oh, okay, that just means there might be like a 2-player mode kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was kind of excited for that. I was like, oh, I've never seen that happen, and I wouldn't mind seeing something as unique as that. And then I saw your video talking about how it's like, oh, that's his moveset. That's gonna be his
Yeah.
moveset. And I
Yeah.
was like, God damn, I never thought of that. And then the actual Shinji trailer came out, and they showed that, yeah, it's literally one of his moves. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it does make a lot more sense, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, no, it's really good. One thing I'm always disappointed with the trailers is that's too short.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not showing enough, right? They're just not showing enough. Anytime I'm thinking, all right, Shinji, obviously his reverse everything Shikai ability. I thought, wow, they're gonna show that in the trailer. And I was thinking, I was trying to make predictions like, okay, then your opponent's like, if the opponent's caught up in his Shikai, then the
Yeah.
controls are like reversed, like forward is back and left is right kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they didn't show any of that, so I was like, all right, we're gonna wait till the friggin' demo or gameplay or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's unfortunate. I mean, that's the curse of these trailers, right? That's the curse of these small ass trailers that don't show much at all.
yeah,
I understand their strategy though, because it's kind of working in the sense where we're just left craving more and more, and I think that's all they want. I don't think they want to reveal the whole character's tool sets and all this stuff all at once.
that's Kubo's idea. There's no way. There's no way Bandai Namco would decide to do that. Like
Yeah,
Kubo
it
was
was Kubo's idea.
100%,
Or
100%.
well, basically he hired like-minded people like Kubo
Oh god.
strategy. They all said approve. They said yes, I agree with
Yeah.
this. So yeah, that's crazy. So what's interesting about the oh, I saw your Shinji trailer, by the way. It's like, man, you definitely talked a lot in that.
Yeah.
In that I think 50% of that video is just you talking about the whole like roster situation about
Yeah.
like Hiyori or whatnot. I was like, wow, and then you told me like, oh my god, I'm such a yapper.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't know about that, right? I was like,
Yeah,
I was thinking, man, I thought of myself as someone that doesn't talk too much or likes to
yeah,
keep quiet. And then I look at myself and I'm editing the video and I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
I'm freaking talking too much, man. Holy crap.
Nah, it's all good,
Yeah.
man. It's all good.
Yeah.
So there's been a little bit of a controversy with the Shinji trailer, because people were saying that the Shinji trailer didn't show obviously the whole illusion stuff, right?
Yeah.
The whole upside down reverse mechanic. Now here's the thing. I was thinking about it a lot about that sort of thing, and it's very complicated in a sense where, yeah, I don't think Shinji is gonna have the reverse controls or that sort of like crazy insane gimmick. I don't think he's gonna have anything like that, because and one is, I think that the devs thought about this a lot, and I'm sure the idea was put on the table, but ultimately they didn't go forward with it because they probably realized how not fun it would be to play against something like
Yeah.
that. I think that's the case, because you think about it, that's reverse controls, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say we okay, reverse controls. How does that look like? Okay, so the opponent is getting reverse controlled. Okay, that doesn't look like a fun style of gameplay. And also, it's like, if you're someone like Aizen in the story who's like, reverse controls, no problem, bro. Left is right, right up with it. Yeah, that doesn't phase me. I can do that, no problem. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That is true, man. Because I remember there's like a Mario Party. There's a mini game that your controls are reversed.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not affected by that at all. Like, reverse controls for me doesn't really cause any sort of like crazy. Obviously, it's just a mini game. It's much less in depth than like an actual fighting game, obviously. So maybe it would cause more chaos if it's in a fight. Basically, it's two extremes. It's either that like it's too easy, I'm not affected by it, or the second route, which probably is the more realistic route, because I'm thinking in a fighting game it's gonna be insanely broken. Where I mean, how do you even fight that? Like, how do you even like?
Well,
That's
the thing is, like, I thought about it too, and I was thinking. I mentioned the reverse control thing, but basically, I was thinking about two things, right? Either it's reverse control, where if you click left, you actually go right, and if you click down, you go up, and kind of thing. Or it could be the opposite, where your control is not affected by it, but your vision is affected. So maybe on your end of the screen, something like visually illusionary things.
yes.
It's gonna look kind of weird in when you're playing with one screen, let's say.
Yeah, yeah,
But basically, there are many ways they can do it. But to me, the reverse control thing, it just seems too basic.
mm,
And if anything, yeah, it's like that's kind of too obvious of an answer. And I don't like that.
yeah,
It doesn't sit right with me where it's like, okay,
yeah,
they're gonna release a character and it's gonna be so obvious, like that's to me where it doesn't make sense. Because if they released Izuru Kira, and he has some weird gimmick going on,
yeah,
and like to me, like that's a very basic character. It's like,
yeah,
all right, I hit you, then your weight goes 2 times. Like it to me,
yeah,
that seems kind of basic. But they added a very complicated thing to Izuru to make him more interesting.
yeah,
So if they're gonna do that much work on Izuru, why wouldn't
yeah,
they put that much work on Shinji, a much bigger character?
yeah.
So I'm
Um,
thinking like it just seems too basic to me. I think they would do something even more interesting.
yeah, that is true. But um, basically, what they did in terms of the actual concept, because the individual moves specifically, we don't know all of them, but from the trailer, you have all his moves, because he's characterized by like mind games or something of that sort, where he puts the it's like he keeps the opponent guessing, something like that, where it said like focuses on putting the pressure on making a harsh decision and mind games, something like that.
Mhm.
That was what
Yeah,
he
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
summarized as, right?
yeah.
So, and I checked the individual moves themselves, and each move, like the spiritual pressure move and this and that, it's almost like almost like a triangle system going on, where that move beats let's say shield, then that move beats attack, then that move beats like all the like the three
Yeah,
systems that
yeah,
you want to
yeah,
call it, right? Like for example, the move is literally called Sakanade. That's his
yeah,
Shikai name.
yeah. They,
The way, yeah. So the way it's characterized by is that this breaker technique,
hmm
breaker. So which we know what breaker is. It's literally grab.
yeah. It's basically counter shield.
Yeah, counter shield, right?
Yeah,
So he has one move where it's an unblockable, one where it's a breaker, and then one is like the other one that like is meant for countering that other option.
it's the other one is a counter move. Where like
Yeah, yes, there you go,
he does
counter.
like he's so like sassy about it too. Like he walks
Yeah,
around, he's like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
he's like
yeah.
taunting you. Right? He's like, all right, hit me,
Yeah, hit
and
me, hit
then
me.
if you hit him, oh, now you're screwed. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
So that's a signature. That's his signature move that he has,
yeah,
and he can throw it out at any time, which
yeah.
is crazy. But yeah, so that's interesting, and I don't think there's any other character that has like all three of the triangle system sort of emphasized for his moveset. So considering that that's what it is, and the spiritual pressure move too is called Sakanade straight up, and he's characterized by mind games and keeping the opponent guessing. I think that's what he will be about, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah,
And um that's why like I'm thinking about like the illusionary stuff and how that's gonna come into play, like the gimmick wise. I think he's not gonna have like that kind of gimmick, if that makes sense.
yeah. No, yeah, definitely. It's either two ways, right? They're either going to implement something very unique and interesting with the whole illusionary techniques, or like
Yeah,
you said, it's just that he's
yeah,
a character that really does if you can really understand your opponent and go against him, use his like you know like the
mm-hmm.
triangle system you said, yeah, Definitely, he could be that kind of character. Like that could be his gimmick, right? Basically,
Yeah, that's his gimmick,
and
basically.
his awakening. I mean, the awakening did say that he gets more reward out of his mind games. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
didn't say anything about illusions or anything like that.
yeah,
But it just seems to me like they're really not showing enough, and it's hard to be
yeah.
like. The one of my sort of predictions is that I feel like a lot of these characters, not only like Aizen and Shinji, but a lot of these characters will have their own secret sort of moves.
Mm,
Like that's one of the predictions I have. Where, like, for example, um, when Guilty Gear Strive came out, and they showed obviously character trailers, but they even showed straight up character tutorial trailers, like not trailer but videos.
yeah,
And
yeah,
one of the videos was for Potemkin, and it didn't talk anything about like cara canceling or things like that.
yeah.
And when the game came out, people started trying the character out, and then they found out about cara canceling,
Hmm.
and literally the whole character changed. Like the way you use them, your gameplay, the way you're supposed to play, everything changed. So I feel like it's going to be similar to that. There's going to be some interesting mechanics, hidden mechanics that
Yeah,
you can actually play when you find out, lab the game, and obviously there's going to be a lot of community people specifically about a certain character. They're going to come in saying like, yo, this move, if you can like do a certain thing, then boom, this comes out. It's like in Smash, for example, where like wave dash and stuff like that. Like that wasn't
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
people found out by mistake kind of thing, and then
yeah,
that
yeah,
changed the
yeah,
whole meta and everything. So
yeah.
I feel like something like that is going to happen.
Mm,
But either way, if Shinji could be as grounded as like you're saying though, 100%.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, do you think Aizen though is Aizen going to be as grounded as that? You think just more power?
Well, I think so. I think that's
Yeah.
what he's all about. I mean, he's the slowest character so far. I think in the game, speed
Mhm.
wise, he's the slowest, and he's a walking tank.
Yeah.
That's what he's characterized by, and yeah, I think that's what he is. They're really trying to focus on the whole Gyoku aspect of
Yeah.
Aizen, and not the necessarily the hypnosis
Yeah.
aspect of him. That's why I think that's what he's emphasized by in terms of his character. Um, yeah, I think that's what they were really going for, his spiritual pressure side of him,
But
and really
the slowest
emphasize that.
character is not Aizen.
Is
It's
it not?
Jidambo.
Yeah, I mean, actually, we don't know that. We don't know
Yeah.
that. But what if he's fast as hell? I mean, what if he's a super
Yeah,
fast boss?
Jidambo is like faster than Yoruichi.
You know which? Yo, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think that I think that's what he's gonna be emphasized by. I think they're really gonna emphasize the whole Gyoku part of him, and less so the hypnosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, a walking tank basically. Um, so and again, it's one of those things where I feel like they thought about it a lot during the you know, when they're thinking about how to create Aizen efficiently and effectively, and I think ultimately they I'm sure there's a proper reason why they decided to go that route. Again, these are the same people who made Kaname Tosen
Yeah.
accurately as possible, and they found a perfect middle ground to make it not broken and still balanced by like making the light open up like this as more time goes on. And as Tosen, you you gotta play so well, and basically it's still not like a automatic win situation, if that makes sense, for Tosen. And same goes for other characters that were designed that sort of fit that box. And so if these are the same people that made characters like Kaname Tosen a reality by very specific parameters that were met, I'm sure they were trying to do the same thing with some of these characters too, but it just didn't go as they wanted, if that makes sense. I'm sure they thought about it a lot, and it just didn't work out the way they wanted in terms of like making an insane gimmick, or that gimmick specifically, possible.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you know what? A part of me still thinks that they're hiding something.
Okay.
Because
All
they
right.
legit didn't show anything about his awakening. Both of them. their final awakening, Shinji actually put his mask on Awakening, and then they didn't show anything.
Yeah, but did you see what the Awakening said though? The Awakening said that it's a stat booster, and his moves don't really change. That's what it said.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
hey,
that's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
hey, man. All I'm saying is, you think it's straightforward, but we're talking about Kubo here. You can't forget that. Can't forget when we're talking about
Yeah.
Kubo. Yeah, but if it's straightforward, why don't you show it?
I
That's
think
all I'm
generally
saying.
speaking, it's just because it would just give too much away. But I think that what I'm saying is, I think they're not showing it because they don't want to give too much of the character away. But it's not because they're hiding some crazy gimmick. That's the difference. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we'll see.
I think
We'll see, man. We'll see, because the two characters that have the most crazy stuff, that are potentially have the most crazy stuff, is Aizen and Shinji, and both of them didn't show anything. Literally, right after the Awakening, they're like, "All right, that's it. There you go." That's yeah. I mean, like, for example, look at Yoruichi's
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea how fast she was by that trailer?
Uh,
I mean, look, I know she was going to be fast, but when we saw
Yeah.
the gameplay, that's ridiculously fast.
yeah. No, but see, the argument that you're making, it's more about, okay, she's a fast character. We know that she's a fast character. That's what she's emphasized by from the trailer. We know that already. And then through gameplay, it's just more of that. That's the difference.
Yeah.
With the trailers that we've seen, they're taking us to one direction, and I don't think they would go to a different direction. You know what I'm saying? It would just be more of what we're seeing, but just expanded. You know?
Yeah.
So that I think that's the route that I with these trailers is the routes from these trailers I understand is they give us the general idea of the character of what they're about, and then the more we're gonna see, if the more we'll see their full kit, it's just gonna be more of that expanded, like similar to Yoruichi. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think they're gonna go like, hey, by the way, this is what this character is. Oh, it's not that actually. It's like I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Well,
they wouldn't lie.
I mean, it's not lying.
Well, it's more
Right.
like
It's
more
not.
like
It's not lying. I mean, I don't think it's lying. Like, I don't know. With what I've seen with Kubo, like the way he does things, it's not really lying. It's just like he's putting pieces there. Like he's planting seeds.
yeah.
So on the outside, it looks like there's nothing. It's just dirt. But there's something inside the dirt where it's like it's cooking, and
Yeah.
you don't know. You never know. And that's to
Yeah.
me where it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's you know, for example, like you know when Economy told Kenpachi, it's
Yeah.
like, so you're a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Your strength is it's right. So it's like, I don't know. That kind of leads to like, oh, okay, Kenpachi is not from. He's not a normal soul reaper.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like
I
things
know
like that.
what
I mean, I don't know.
I know what you're saying. I guess it's more like because I guess my criteria is more like, okay, this is what they're about, and they would not mislead. Is what I'm saying. They're not
Yeah.
gonna mislead what they're saying. So, with what they've shown with like Shinji and Aizen, it's impossible for it to go that direction. Is what I'm saying. Basically, it can only go in one direction. It's they're gonna show more, and it's gonna be more of what they've shown, but crazier, rather than here's a completely new thing that completely changes the gimmick of the character that you thought. Like I don't think it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be the gimmick that you know, but crazier. That's what I think.
Wait, so okay, the illusionary reversing stuff, how would that completely neglect the gimmick that Shinji has now?
So the mind games. Well, it's the aspect of what the deception. It's based off of deception, creating
Right.
illusions and deception, and Shinji just didn't really do anything of that sort in the trailer, or it doesn't really. I don't think it really contributes to the gimmick of the whole triangle system necessarily. Like, yeah, I think that's different because one is like, okay, you have to intentionally use these moves at the perfect time and to deceive your opponent in that way, but not creating illusions where there's like a second version of like Shinji floating around or like making the world upside down. That's a crazy gimmick on its own, if that makes sense. It's too crazy that that's its own thing. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, because I'm just thinking, what are the ideas you would have to make his illusionary things happen in the game?
The crazy illusionary. Um, what would be obviously the inverted world is one thing. So the inverted world, we gotta remove the inverted controls out of
Yeah.
this. So we have the inverted world. So I don't even know how that like how I don't know actually. How does that even look like? I don't even.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the thing. It's like, are they gonna say just fuck it? Like, all right, it's basically impossible. Um, so let's just make Shinji a complete different thing.
Yeah, which is mind games.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
That's the thing.
yeah, that's the thing. Um, again, even with something like Kaname Tosen, right, which is a more simple Bankai compared to even something like Aizen and Shinji. You know, they can hold dark. You know, controls are not different or anything like that. It's just darkness, right? So you got a spotlight, and then even then they have to put specific parameters to make sure that shit actually works properly and make sure that it's not broken. You know what I'm saying? So when you have I'm sure that alone was difficult enough for them to think properly and to make it like balanced and not too broken with a ability like Tosin. And now if you're going a step beyond that, which is like Shinji and Aizen, it's like
See, that's what I
yeah,
mean. But like, I feel like we're just assuming, like, just because we can't find an idea to make it work, that they're just not going to do anything about it.
yeah,
That's what
no, but
I cannot confidently say that. Yeah, they're not going to do anything because of that.
uh,
Because Kaname's Guankai is not applicable to the game either. Think about it. Like, what is Aizen? What is Kaname's Bankai?
yeah, it's the complete darkness.
Yeah, but you can see your character.
Yeah.
That makes no sense,
Well,
right?
obviously.
But I
Well,
mean, that's what I'm saying.
obviously.
But that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, look, if you want to go as accurate as possible, literally in the story, you cannot even see yourself. Like, it's complete dark. You're blind, basically. You're completely
Yeah.
blind. So you cannot
Yeah.
even see your own character. Technically speaking, that's what you're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And also, there is no spotlight, because think about it too. In the game, you're always going to face towards your opponent.
Yeah.
In Kaname's Bankai, you're not supposed to know where he is.
Yeah.
But in the game, you're continuously following him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that already breaks the whole Kaname's Bankai thing.
Yeah.
Because you know where he is the entire time.
Yeah.
Unless they changed it. So during his Bankai, like, you're just facing one place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I know that in the game, if you hold block, even if your character is facing this way and you get attacked behind, you can block behind.
Yeah.
I know that's a thing.
Yes.
So maybe that, I don't know how they implemented it, but basically my point stands is that they use Kaname's Bankai as something that honestly on paper doesn't make any sense. It's not supposed to work. If you want to make it as accurately as possible, it's not going to work. And yet they found, like you said, the middle ground.
Yeah.
They're going to break some rules, yes, but let's make it possible. And
Yeah.
with that, to me, it's like they tried their best to make Kaname work, and it looks like, at least from the trailer, it looks like it's gonna work.
Yeah.
The way he moves too, he goes in and out like his
Yeah.
attacks, so he works with his Bankai. So I'm like, yo, if they're gonna really put that much effort on Kaname, I'm like, bro, like, why are we? To me, it's like, why are we gonna assume that they're not gonna make the same effort to make something work with it, and not just completely throw it out the window? That to me is what I'm like. Something it stops me from saying, yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
it's. I can't. There's no way I can. To me, it's disrespectful to say that. To like, oh no, there's no way they're gonna do it. Like, it's not about the trailer. Like what you're saying, like the trailer shows one way, so that's what's gonna happen. I understand where you're coming from, but to me, it's more like, look, this is still a trailer. At the end of the day, it's not gonna show in depth what the character can do, and not only that, I have at least I have hope and confidence that this is a team that will try to make it happen, not just completely throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And which gives me hope as well on why Orihime is not in the game yet. Right? So it's like, again, I feel like they really take it seriously. The fact that they even put Hiyori in Shinji's moveset shows respect to Hiyori as a character
Yeah.
and also to the game. Because
Yeah.
if they just put Hiyori as a basic character, which she would be a basic character, let's be honest here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she was in a game as her standalone character, there's not much she can work with in terms of her moveset. So
Mhm.
what would they really do to make her unique other than creating something completely new that she never had anyways?
Yeah.
So to be respectful to the canonic story, to make it interesting, let's just not put her as a character. Let's show some respect to Hiyori, and let's put her in Shinji's character moveset. Why not? And
Yeah.
that to me shows respect. And I think that's what I mean by, like, if they're gonna do something, show effort and respect to every character, to show respect to Shinji as a character, there's no way they're just gonna throw it out the window. There's got to be at least some little thing. I'm not saying
Yeah. Yeah.
complete,
No.
you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I hope. Here's my hope though. I hope at least they're gonna have that thing of Shinji being upside down. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope they do that. I hope they do that. I think I talked about it in the video. My Shinji trailer. I pretty much said that like my biggest hope is that there's gonna be some sort of moveset or some moves in his arsenal or something like that where he's literally upside down, like the like upside down, and then he's like
Yeah.
fighting that way. I think that would be so cool, at least to have that, because that's so Shinji, you know?
Maybe they like at least in the super, right? One of his supers.
Yeah, like a Geek Code move. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, that's that. But yeah, what you say, it is true though. It is true. It makes a good point for sure. I think at the end of the day, it's more like we'll just have to wait and see. I guess that's the
But
only
I mean,
thing we
that's the
can say.
thing. I mean, we don't like. I'm just saying, like, I have high hopes that they're gonna do something. Like, it just seems too easy to say fuck it. Like that to be that's the easiest answer, right? Either all right, reverse control, or all right, let's screw it. Let's just not do it. It's like
Yeah,
that to me is way too easy of an answer for a team that really cares.
yeah,
So um that's why I'm gonna really reserve judgment until I see anything really otherwise. Like when the game comes out and we see like, oh yeah, there's actually nothing,
mhm,
then I'll be like, all right, I guess there's nothing. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
there's no way. Like there's got to be something there. There's 100% got to be something there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Um,
that's where the controversy comes in when people were talking about like, oh my gosh, like obviously it's a a very short trailer, right? So you can't really say much, but just the general idea of where they were going with the trailer in terms of like Shinji, of where they're like gravitating towards the character in terms of like playstyle and his whole gimmick. That's where people were like, I don't think there's gonna be any illusion stuff based off of like the sort of gimmick that they set it up for Shinji. Yeah, that's about it.
yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, why can't there be more? You know what I mean? Why can't
Yeah.
there be more? What do you think the next character is going to be?
Oh man, oh man. Well, first of all, next week there's not gonna be any characters. It's gonna be on January 6th, the next
Mhm.
character. So, man, I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know which character they will show, but all I'll say is I hope it's Orihime.
I mean, yo, I need too. I hope so. I mean, that would be cool. Like New Year's
Yeah,
character, fucking Orihime. Or what if it's
yeah.
Aronyeto?
Well, that's kind of
straight,
random. Why?
straight up,
Why?
just to make that one guy happy. Uh,
But I don't know. Would be cool though. I would be really sick because he's gonna like disguise himself as Kai and Shiba. He's gonna have those like weird slurps
yeah,
and stuff like that. I think just as something as of a visual, I can't wait to
yeah,
see like how visually crazy that would look like.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I think that'd be sick. In terms of like gameplay stuff, I have no idea, but just visually speaking, yeah, you're gonna have like a spear type character. I think that's cool. Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is, I don't know which ones are missing in terms of. I mean, there's still a lot missing. Obviously, Orihime is an obvious one, but we got, you know, Araniero, obviously, Stark, um, Halliwell, Baragon, Noitora,
Oh, yeah.
Shunsui, um, yeah, Ukitake.
Oh, Ukitake is gonna be super interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna like towards me, no, toward back at you, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, straight up, like, especially projectiles.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, man,
yeah. But yeah, that's like 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9-ish characters. And I'm sure there's like three more that I didn't mention. So yeah, I guess that'll be the base roster. And the question is also like, what do you think is gonna be the what the DLC stuff? Like what?
uh,
Like
no,
what
it's
is?
tough.
See, it's like okay, if it's like okay, all the characters from the story of the beginning of Bleach to the end of the Arrancar arc, in terms of like if everyone from that story is gonna be in some way already in the game, either it's playable, but I'm mentioning also like assists or like part of the kit like Hiyori and stuff. They're not gonna be obviously DLC or anything like that, right? But
Yeah,
if you have all of these characters already in the game, which that's my assumption. I think everybody from start to the end of your run card are gonna be in the game in some way. They're not gonna be DLC. That's what I think. I think because again they're doing the story mode from beginning to end, so I don't see why it would make sense for them to be DLC in any way. I don't know how they would make it DLC. Like what if you got I don't know Stark versus I don't know Shunsui. I doubt that like Stark is just gonna be some CPU you're gonna fight, but he's not playable. I don't think that makes any sense. You know,
I mean, it could happen.
it could, but why would he be? Because remember, CPU are based off of characters that are already in the game in terms of playability. Jidambo is an exception. Like boss characters, you see, you got two type of like enemies or like type of characters in the game. You got the characters as we know, like the standard characters that have the full kit already and everything. All
Hmm.
right. And then you got the boss characters, which are, very likely not playable, right? So when you have what Stark, what is it's either that or that, or else it doesn't make any sense. It's not gonna be like some generic CPU Stark that you're fighting. That doesn't make any sense. He's gonna have like one or two moves. That is like what is he not gonna have ho ho? Is he not gonna have all the standard kits that every other character has? That makes no sense to me.
uh, yeah. I guess the only thing that could make sense is like release date. The whole story is not available, right?
No, no, that's not true.
Is it on
That's
release? Like everything is available from beginning to finish?
you talking about the like the story mode?
Yeah.
Like beginning of chapter to the end of the Iran arc? Or
Yeah.
are you talking like what you can chapter select to the like what do you mean exactly?
Well, I feel like they would divide it, right? Or they just put everything from beginning to end, like straight up.
Oh, you're thinking that if you buy the game day one, the whole thing is not gonna be there? Like the story mode is gonna
Yeah.
stop at like till no. Oh no, dude.
It's
This
gonna be
is
everything is available.
you buy the game, you're gonna have the beginning of the game to the end of your Iran arc. That's what's gonna happen, 100%. You're buying a full product. You're buying a full product, and you got these DLCs. No mention of story expansion or anything like that. No. This is a full product that they're selling to you, to the consumer. They're gonna have the full story from beginning to end, and that's also one of the biggest selling point of this game. People will be pissed if this didn't happen.
Because if that's true, then I mean, there's many ways they could do it. I don't see anything wrong with having a generic Stark as a CPU. But the thing is, to me, it's like if there's characters that are gonna be DLC, then they're not gonna be a character you're gonna fight. It's gonna be an animation.
Well, that's the because here's the thing. Here's my problem. The thing with this is because of, like I said, you gotta remember that they're emphasizing on story mode a lot to make it as amazing and perfect as possible. And the idea of them being DLC and this and that, and like it counters that argument. Like it's going against that, if that makes sense. It's going against the aspect of what the story mode is supposed to be, and cut out fights. Because if you, for example,
no, they're gonna fight. They're gonna like animation. They're gonna fight, but not like playable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's a big problem. That is a problem because again, people are expecting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait when I'm gonna have that fight with Truthsweet versus Stark. I can't wait for that fight to be played.
I mean, like, bro, because it's like then the only thing you're saying basically is now that in the next 3 months they're gonna release 50 more trailers.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You know what I mean?
No. What they're gonna do is well, not 50 more trailers. We got how many weeks?
How many more?
Got?
Like, okay, how many?
Like,
okay, we got
10 weeks or something.
We're already skipping next week, so next Monday there's no trailer. So on January 6th, we're starting there.
Yeah,
we have 11 more weeks before from January 6th. We have like 11 more weeks till the release date. Yeah. In those 11, that's 11 characters. That's every week new character came out. That's 11 characters. So
yeah, that's
right
more
off the bat.
That's more than enough, actually. That is more because I just counted everything? I counted from my hands and I reached 8 characters, and those are like the important ones that I mentioned that are missing. I mean, okay. Well, let's count again. Okay, we got like I said, Stark.
Okay, Ronkars.
Okay, Ronkar, Stark, Baragon, Halliwell, Noitora. Areniero. Who else we got? Yami.
Did you say Haribel?
Yeah, I said Haribel.
Haribel, okay. Yami, yeah, I mean Yami.
Yami, okay. Here's the thing about Yami. I could see him not actually being playable. I could see that.
Oh.
See that now there's that like that weird middle ground, right? Is that weird middle ground? Like these characters that I mentioned, like these are fan favorite characters that people want them playable. And here's the thing: Yami never really got a significant big fight enough for that kind of thing. So I could see him being like a quote unquote boss character, like bare minimum. I could see
he's gonna be a boss character.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
He's gonna be like the Jidambo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait, and it's appropriate. You know what I mean? It's appropriate. Yeah. So let me just cut Yami out for a second. But hey, we could be completely wrong and he's playable. But let's just for the assumption of this, he's not playable. He's a boss character, especially with that Resurrection. You know what I mean? So
that's yeah. No, there's no. If he's playable, if he's playable and Orihime is not,
yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, that's I gotta start protesting.
Yeah.
I'll be the only guy, but
Yeah.
so
Okay,
how many
so
did you
so
say
so
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 far?
that's five so far.
Okay, that's
Uh,
okay.
okay. And what do you think about Xylopro?
Oh, he's gotta be playable.
He's gotta be playable. Huh? Yeah.
There's gotta be something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, no, is
Six.
it just okay? That's
Yeah.
6.
Six.
Okay.
Yeah. That's six. Okay. I think we've pretty much talked about all the espadas for the most part.
Are we
I know
gonna talk
there's
about Cirucci and stuff like that?
no
No.
man. That's not playable. That
Oh
no.
wait, are they gonna be assist for like Xyloporo or something? Does that even make sense? I don't even know.
No. I mean, they're gonna be in the game, but I don't think they're gonna be like. They're not important enough for like any significant roster. Like they're not gonna take place of in roster, and they I don't know whose assist they could fit in as.
That's the thing. But if they're gonna be, I mean, they're gonna be in the story.
They're gonna be in the story. I think that's what it is. They're gonna
So
be in the
if they're in
story.
the story, then wow,
Yeah,
that
and here's the
also
thing.
means that yeah.
Here's the thing. I think some things will be subjugated to animation or cutscene. I can see that. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some generic CPU or boss character. Who the hell knows how they're gonna do it? But basically, they're enough they're subjugated enough to the point where they can be in that spot because they're not like they don't have that significant important as much as like something like Stark or something like that. You know,
Oh, yeah.
if these characters are subjugated to that, nobody will complain. There's nothing to complain about, right? So
Yeah.
so you got okay, Xyloporo, so that's 6. Okay, so I think that's about it for the espadas. At least the big important ones. Okay, so now we got Sajin, so that's 7.
Oh,
Sajin,
Sajin.
yeah, Sajin,
Shun Sui,
Shunsui,
Kyoraku. No, it's not Kyoraku. Sorry, Jushi Okitake.
Ukitake. So that's 9. We're at 9 right now.
We're missing Kensei.
Yeah,
We're missing
Kensei.
Rose.
Yeah, Rose.
Yo, is Yamamoto's lieutenant gonna be playable? We got like no information on the guy. Hey, that would be crazy.
I found it funny because you're talking. We're talking about this part of the story. This man is basically nothing.
So, I mean,
Like
he's
this guy
something.
became.
No one talks about him. He's
No,
like the
but
Robert of the Quincy's, man.
no, exactly. No, but at this part of the story, he's like the Robert of the Quincy's, right? And he only became relevant in Thousand Year Blood War. That's when he got his like moment or showcase, or when he even fights properly, right?
He didn't even fight, probably. He freaking died.
Yeah, and can you believe that? And you think he's gonna take a spot in the roster? Come on now.
Oh my god. Hey man, I'm sure there's that one guy who loves who loves him, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow that logic, I mean, everybody loves one character of every
I
thing.
guess
Yeah,
we're gonna have fucking Kareen and Ichigo's
with the
sisters
soccer
coming.
ball, with
Hey,
the soccer ball.
Cone playable character, Cone.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's about like 11-ish that we just mentioned. But here's
And
the
we got
thing, though.
more.
Here's the thing. Who else is left?
Momo,
Yeah, Momo.
Orihime.
No, did we mention Orihime already?
No, we didn't. We were started at Ronkars and then we went to Soul Reapers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now here's the thing.
Right?
Here's the
We got
thing.
Shuhei,
Yes, so
Ikaku. Bro,
yeah,
like
so
we can keep going,
Yamashika.
man.
This is what I think was gonna happen. This is what I think was gonna happen. So there's gonna be obviously now right now we're getting like weekly trailers of like characters coming in. There's gonna be a point. This is my prediction. There's gonna be a point. There's gonna be a trailer that's gonna come out, or I don't know, multiple segments of trailer. At least there's gonna be one trailer that's gonna come out, and it's going to do multiple reveals.
Well, yeah, I was about to say actually, yeah, probably like like for example, next week, Thousand Year Blood War is gonna have a double feature episode. Maybe they're gonna have something similar where it's like double, triple feature week.
Yeah.
Of a certain character.
Yeah, that's what I think, and I think that they're gonna do that, and by the time we arrive to March, all those important characters will be revealed. Is what I think.
Then who is gonna be DLC? You think?
That's the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know what.
Because if we have all these characters, then what else is left? We got yeah, I guess the Visors. No, not even the Visors at this point, because no, we got the Fullbringer. Okay, Fullbringers, right? That's gonna be probably DLC, I guess.
I guess so. I guess
But
so.
but at the same time, it's like it's sad. As sad as it is to say for me to say this right now,
Yeah.
but Fullbringers does not bring hype to the majority of people. I'm sorry. Look,
Man.
it hurts me to say this. That's my favorite arc is the Fullbringer arc,
Oh man.
but it's not DLC worthy. I think Dangai is going to be DLC, right? At least we got that. That's super hype. There's no way Dangai is going
Yeah.
to come in base roster. We already have two Ichigos anyways. So
So
Dangai is going to be.
so how are they gonna do the fight with Ichigo versus Aizen in story mode if he's not gonna be in base?
I mean, that's what I mean. I don't know. I don't like. To me, I think
Nah,
the
I think he's
logic,
gonna be. I think it's gonna
logic
be.
of like having the character. Yeah, I mean, okay, he's got to be the. Oh my.
He's gotta be in the base. He's gotta be in the game. Or else it's impossible. You can't do the story mode if you. What is it gonna be an animation? Like they're not gonna do that. People are expecting for that fight to be very much playable.
It's gonna be playable. I mean, we already have Aizen ready.
Yeah, exactly. If you got
So
Aizen with the full Hogyoku and stuff like that, dude, Dangai Ichigo is definitely in base roster.
damn,
Definitely.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's not DLC then.
Yeah, it's not DLC, no.
Then what? Well, like, what is DLC gonna be? Thousand Year Blood War? Like,
Ah, man, it's hard. It's hard.
that's what I mean. Like, there's a disconnect somewhere here.
You know.
Do you see what I'm saying here? Like,
No,
something doesn't make sense.
there's a part of me that thinks that DLC will be like the full bring or slash Thousand Year Blood War characters.
I mean, God damn.
Yeah, I mean,
But like, even if that's true, there is a big disconnect already, even with that.
I know,
That's
I
what I
know.
mean. Like, if you keep saying how in the story mode, if the character is there, that means it's playable. I think if you take that logic out, then there's more opportunities for them to add DLC characters as hype.
No, the reason why is because I think that logic makes more sense than them not being there in the story mode, if that makes sense. Or
I know
base roster.
that's the thing. I know. I completely understand. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you want to play as freaking Ukitake versus I don't know, Lily Net or something. I mean, that's
Yeah.
part of the story, but I don't think that's hype. Let's say Shunsui versus Stark.
Yeah.
You want to play that Shunsui versus Stark. You want to be the one controlling the fight. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's what makes the game, I guess, more fun. If it's
Yeah.
just an animation, then it's like Guilty Gear Strive movie. Like it's like the story mode is just a movie. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like DLC is what's gonna make, I think, it's definitely going to help the income of the game as as the developer business standpoint. Like DLC has to sell, and if they have freaking Kugo or Tsukushima as DLC, I'm excited. But isn't the majority of people excited?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder.
So that's what I'm a little bit afraid of, and also they're not going to be covering that part of the story. So that doesn't help with the make it hype so that people look forward to it. You know what I mean?
You know what? Let's just drop this whole. There's no way to. We have nothing to work with here.
No, that's why I think like. That's why I said in the beginning, maybe they're gonna separate sort of like the story mode or something.
No. But except that I will die on the on it.
You will die on the Sogoku Hill.
Yeah, I will die on the Sogoku Hill. They're not gonna do that. That's gonna be a huge problem.
I know.
Because here's the thing. They already confirmed the game was gonna have special story. They said everything on that regard. And you gotta remember, Aron Car, all that stuff. You know the stuff that they showed in the story, right? That was part of the trailer itself. Now, when you do that, and you don't, what's the word? When you don't say in detail, like basically what I'm saying is, if that stuff is not there in day one, they would specify that 100%, because or else it's actually mismarketing. You understand? So you gotta realize that story mode is gonna be there day one, the whole thing. And the reason why they didn't talk about, oh, there's like more stuff will come later, is because the whole thing is day one there. They already said that special story, all that stuff is there day one. That's how 90% of games work in terms of like anime games, especially. They don't do the anime games don't even do that at all. Generally speaking, I mean games they generally don't do that at all, especially if you're selling a product like that. And if they do, they would specify it. Or if they're not specifying the fact that the storyboard will come later, if they're
Yeah.
not specifying anything like that, then assume that the whole thing is day one.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Because
It's
there's already confirmed 4 DLC characters.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think
They already confirmed 4, so it's
Yeah.
not even like
yeah. Right now, my head is leaning towards like I don't know. Maybe it's on a marketing standpoint, or I don't know why, or I don't know what it is, but maybe it is the Stern Raiders. Who knows? Maybe they want to do the Stern Raiders. It doesn't make a lot. It doesn't make. It makes sense in a like if you want to sell characters like based off of like hype and stuff like that. Like people would buy that shit like crazy. Like Thousand Year Blood War,
100%. 100%.
Thousand Year Blood War related anything DLC, like people are gonna eat that up. So, but in terms of logic of like generally speaking, how they want to do things in terms of like how the story correlates and XYZ blah blah blah, it is very weird in that sense. But I could see them do that. I can still see them do that. Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of story, are they gonna do expansion story modes?
Well,
You know, if they do that, then
here's the thing. You know what could happen is that yeah, maybe Sword Raiders and this and that could come out now, like with expansion pass 1, and then what they could do is like who knows, maybe by the time that season pass 2 comes around or 3, they will implement the story itself within the story mode and have those characters that already were there from season pass 1 integrated into the story mode by the time they're at season 3. That's also one way to do it, I guess, but
oh god,
yeah, it's complicated, man. Because yeah, I do believe what you say that they would want to put characters that would sell 100%, and I'm in the belief that the whole roster from chapter 1 to the end of Arrancar arc, I feel like all the important characters from that story is gonna be fully in the game day 1. That's what I think. And expansion pass is just gonna be stuff that is not yet in the story.
god.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Because
season 1 is just gonna be Fullbringers. Straight up. I mean, straight up, it's just gonna be Fullbringers.
I would love that, but
Yeah. And then it's because if they do like story mode expansion with the DLC characters going hand in hand,
yeah,
that would make the most sense.
that would make the most sense.
So it's like, all right, we got the Fullbring arc expansion story mode plus DLC character. Hey, we got Kugo, Tsukushima, right?
Yeah.
Riruka. That would make sense, but
That would make
I don't know
sense.
if that would sell.
That sucks. People
I'm sure
with better
Riruka would
opinions.
People need to freaking check out goddamn Fullbring arc, man. That's what they
Yeah. Or appreciate it for what it is, goddammit. Just because there's
Yeah.
no goddamn Bonkais and stuff like that and power-ups doesn't mean it's bad, you freaking simpletons.
God, got a roasting string going on here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see. Oh man. Yeah, the roster and expansion pass is a very complicated topic for sure. It's so hard to tell.
Hey, that's classic Kubo.
Yeah. I mean, this is coming from the same like company that didn't even show like Orihime yet, so it's like we don't even know what's going on. You know,
Dude,
I've never been so confused in like like before a release date of a game. I've never been so like lost. Yeah, this should be so like. I thought it was gonna be like simple. It was okay, character's this, character that. Like we know every character. This isn't like Smash. It turns out it became like Smash where you expect like a character to come out like there's a reveal like who like before I was like when this game was announced for like the first area I was like okay I expect this character like I was like it's got all these characters gonna be there just a matter of when, right? And I was like we're getting closer and closer and closer now, and now I'm just like what the hell is going on?
Yeah, no, it's not coming. It's not.
Yeah, it's like if they announced Smash, and then like it's 3 months before its release, and they didn't show Captain Falcon yet. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
It's like what? What is happening?
I don't know. I don't know.
So weird. But I like it. Well, it's like I love and hate. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Hey, that's Kubo right there, man.
Yeah,
he answers a question, but also brings up 2 different questions. So it's like, do you want to even answer now?
Like I never knew I would be this nervous the closer we're getting to the release date. What? Like for very different reasons. I'm getting nervous because I'm scared for certain characters not to be there. What is happening with the expansion pass? What is going on? What's wrong? Where's Orihime?
No, that's my biggest concern is Orihime.
Yeah.
Every game so far that I've played for the road to Rebirth is Orihime. Like she's been base roster, not even complicated, no level 100 every character to unlock. No, it's none of that. Just straight up, she's there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen some very unique moves, like for example in Blade of Fate. Absolutely fantastic game. And I just kept wondering, like, okay, there's a lot of things to work with already with like Orihime, and yet there's nothing. There's no mention of Orihime. Like what? And I even thinking like, okay, what if she comes in as an assist character?
No.
But I'm just saying, what if, right? Like obviously that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
To me, it's either she's in the game or she's not. There's no assist. But if there is going to be an assist, would I main that character just because she's? I'm thinking about that, right? I'm like, I'm even thinking about that.
Oh no.
So I'm just like, all right, I don't know.
your mind actually went there.
Yeah, I was like, all right, what would I do? But yeah, no, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about the combat system a bit more because there's some stuff that we've seen about the game in terms of like, man. But by the way, in the footage, I think I don't know which one it was, but bro. Byakuya, for example, he does the Byakurai. Yeah, bro, he can dash cancel out of it.
Wow,
he could do this and then like immediately like he could juke. He could do some crazy jukes.
I remember what you're talking about. I remember.
But it's not just. But it's not just activate. Then I stop activating. It's not just that. It's I activate and I dash out of the animation. Type stuff.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, I know. I saw that. I remember. I was like, "Wow, that's crazy."
You know what? Now I'm like, yeah, that means imagine that's just Byakuya we saw. Then that's probably a lot of characters that can do that shit. Then
I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of things that we don't know. Is what I'm.
Yeah.
I mean, trailers are 1 minute long, but in reality, in terms of actual gameplay, it's like 25 seconds because 30-second intro. And then like a freaking 15-second outro.
Yeah.
Bro, we got barely any content. So I know there's a lot of things that we don't know what's happening. And bro. I mean, dude, I'm watching the gameplay. Like, yo, Geen. Oh, man, I mean, everyone looked fucking insanely cool in the
Yeah.
gameplay, but Geen in particular, he's like his movement is absolutely schmoving, bro. When I saw the gameplay, I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in the trailer, I don't know why, but I felt like he was kind of slow.
Yeah,
I don't know
no,
why.
but no, dude, do not. Here's one thing about the trailers I will say. I mean, as much as I say, like, okay, the gimmick of what they explained, like the general idea, I think it's accurate in terms of what the character can do, in terms of like the general idea, surface level on how to explain it. But I will say 100% that they don't show the full potential of whatever the hell the character
Yeah.
can do and whatnot. It doesn't show. They make it the most surface level thing ever. Like they show the move, and then it's like, okay, cool, but it's like if you just press the button, right?
That's it.
And
Like,
then
literally,
you
that's
don't move
that.
it.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So, Byakuya would like in the trailer of like Byakuya, right? It's just like doing this thing, just
Yeah, it's like you
throwing out
click
the move.
friggin' down X or something. Like, all right,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you go.
yeah, yeah. That's it. And it's
Dash
like, oh,
cancel?
no
No one's
mention of
talking about
dash cancel.
it. Yeah.
No mention of like, oh, you can do fake outs with it.
You
Like,
see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
only the beginning. Like I said, it's gonna be the same with like the Guilty Gear Strive thing. Like, they didn't show anything of that in the trailer. Whether
yeah,
it's purposefully or not, and I don't know.
yeah,
But literally, it changed the character. It's not even
yeah.
in like a small thing. So that dash cancel Byakuya, 100%. That's just the beginning here. There's probably other moves too where he dash cancels out of it and like jukes out and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
also, his range is insane.
Dude, oh
Just in
my
evolution,
god, his range is crazy, bro. It's
because
so
it said
insane.
after his evolution, his mid range becomes pretty strong. I was like, all right, mid range. Yo, Geen is on the other side, man. He's still hitting him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think the way it works is the fact that no matter where the opponent is on, like, okay, obviously if it's close range, like close enough, that Byakuya will just miss, I think.
Yeah.
But if it's like, let's say mid range to like long range around that area, if Byakuya doesn't attack, I might be wrong actually, but I think that if Byakuya doesn't attack, it'll do like basically exactly like in front of the opponent. It'll like auto detect it, but I might be wrong though, because I do remember some footage being
Auto
like let's say you do square, right?
Okay.
Square, all right, that's like a quick attack with the Bankai version. He's just like a slash with the Senbon Zakura, and I'm saying that let's say the opponent is 2 meters away. If you click that button, it's gonna automatically like hit him on that area, like within like let's say frame 5 or something, frame 6. Like he'll do that attack right there. It'll come out, and then all right, and then if he goes let's say 5 meters away instead, if he clicks that button again, then that range will auto adjust itself to where Geed is, let's say from that distance. That's what I'm saying.
So there's no opening when he's like close, I guess. I thought there would be
opening when he's close. What do you mean?
basically he does evolution. He does his I guess I guess
Bankai. Yeah.
he does his bonk, but I guess it is like his quick attack. It was just like a swipe with Zenmon's up.
Yeah. Yes.
I thought that there would be a range where you actually don't get hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. By 2 meters, anything below, let's say 2 meters, is the minimum distance to be considered mid range.
Right. Okay.
Right? So anything under that, Byakuya is vulnerable, is what I'm saying.
But there's also a limit, I think, even beyond that, because I've seen Byakuya that he shot and it didn't reach the opponent because it was too far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, obviously, look, if you're, I saw that and I was like, I'm actually happy I saw that, because that's freaking broken. You got the other side of the screen. It's like, all right, just keep Byakuya, and then you never get to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Byakuya is kind of slow though, no?
Yeah, but look at Rukia's gameplay where she was throwing her Hados. That was
Uh-huh.
fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like,
I
oh,
mean, I don't talk about Rukia. I'm sure Rukia has like faster heart. I'm just talking about like purely just Byakuya when he was shooting out his Byakuya.
yeah, but I'm
Like when
saying
you
like
charge it up.
it's a projectile, right? It's a similar
Yeah,
projectile
yeah,
move.
yeah. Okay.
So if you don't have a limit for projectiles,
Yeah, yeah.
it's I mean unless you're Yoruichi where you can get into the face like in 1 second, and
Yeah.
it's like oh, it's impossible.
Yeah, or maybe the perfect dodge mechanic. Maybe that's the other way around it. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
again, that's probably really hard to time. But
yeah. I don't know. It's
yeah,
no,
yeah, but
it's well,
yeah. I think the game. I mean, I think the point is at the end of the day that like yeah, the game is mechanically deep. Like from what we've seen,
yeah.
with everything they got, and man, I can't wait to like now. I'm really hyped for movement in this game with what we've seen. Are you kidding me? Dash cancels? Oh my! I'm gonna spam that shit. You're gonna be
Yeah,
spamming the
no,
shit out
it's
of that.
I love also the fact that you can there's obviously side dashing, there's like 8-way movement. I see that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
love the fact that there's actual recovery time because you can actually get hit if
yeah,
you dash and the opponent knows you're gonna dash.
yeah, yeah,
I saw that happening with I don't remember who it was, but I think Ichigo did a side dash
yeah, yeah.
and then he got punished because the opponent was waiting for it
Ah, interesting, interesting.
and he got hit. So that to me, all of these things really shows one thing, which is this is gonna be very competitive.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. This is gonna be a very competitive game. With they're definitely trying to make this game something special, like mechanically speaking. They're trying to make a. I think at the end of the day, they're trying to make a very solid foundation for a competitive fighting game. I think
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do, and it's gonna be honestly, it's gonna be one of the most unique fighting games that I've ever seen. To be honest, I never seen a game with that camera angle in the back like this and
yeah,
having these super interesting mechanic, 8-way movement, all this stuff. Like, I hope, man, I hope this game gets the attention it deserves, especially in the FGC community, right,
bro. Imagine you go to a tournament, right? We
bro?
have Guilty Gear Strive, Street Fighter 6, and then Bleach Rebirth of Souls on there. Oh
Yo,
my
oh
god.
my god, man. Oh, that would be so sick. I hope, man. I hope. And and you know, us as a community though, like even if I mean it's all on us at the end of the day. All
Yeah,
this stuff, you know, it's all gonna depend on us. We
yeah,
have to make this game like pretty much give the credit where it deserves and push the competitive side of this game as much as possible. I'm gonna do
100%.
everything in my effort to show the fact that this game is worth the hype and the eyes of the FGC. It needs the eyes of basically
100%.
seeing
Oh yeah.
that. So yeah, we're gonna do everything within our power to make that happen. You know, make a scene out
Yeah.
of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, 100%. I'll be. I want to host. I want to play the tournaments. I
Oh
want to
yes.
everything. I want to do everything and to really be part of it, and then help it grow. Because I mean, already I think it's going to be a pretty big game
Yeah.
already from the beginning, and but to make it even bigger is what is basically our goal.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's man,
Mhm.
I'm really excited to like. God, too many
Yeah.
exciting things about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was interesting. Do you remember that if you do the perfect like perfect dodge mechanic, right? It's actually not a guaranteed follow up.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was very interesting. Or I think you have plus frames, but it's not a
Yeah.
guaranteed follow ups. That's what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
because
that's good, yeah.
yeah, we seen Gin versus Ichigo in that gameplay. Gin did the perfect dodge. He went behind Ichigo. He had that animation when they're shocked, and then Ichigo blocked, like when Gin did an
Oh,
attack. So you have to, I think, use the right moves, and you know, basically you have the plus frames and make proper use out of the plus frames properly. So that creates more nuance to the actual perfect dodge mechanic, where every situation when a perfect dodge happens, the answer is not always one. You do the perfect dodge, then oh crap, I have to assess the situation and act accordingly. That's depth right there, man. I think that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I do think about though is I understand that if your health is above 30% and
Yes.
there is that, knockback mechanic where the
Yeah.
opponent is like, oh, like that, and then
Yeah.
you decide to do your super,
Yeah.
the opponent can block.
The now or never?
Yeah.
The
But when it's
opponent?
now or never, it's unblockable.
Yeah.
But when it's not, the opponent can block. And you see that
Yeah.
clash happen in the game.
Yeah. For sure. What
Now,
basically oh yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
Well,
Go
my
ahead.
point is like, then why would you ever go for that? And because that's all we saw in the gameplay, which I was very
Yeah.
disappointed about, is that I
Yeah.
was like, I want to see the other option. Is that the only option? When you see that, do you only do that? Or is there an option where you can dash in and continue pressure or something, right? Because he kept spamming the super and then block, and I'm like, yeah, I mean,
My theory, because I actually did think about that. Because I kept seeing that too, and they kept doing that every single time. It was so annoying. But my theory is you do that. Right after that, you probably have to use whatever the character specific move that that character has. I think every character so far has like a projectile of some sort, right? Or a type of mechanic where you can get close or whatever it is. But I'm 100% sure that it is either two things where one is, I think for the most part, everyone has some sort of projectile in some ways, or a workaround to go closer to the opponent in some ways. And I think you're supposed to use that option when you do that. And obviously, you cannot properly see it because people kept spamming the wrong thing. There hasn't been one time where we saw somebody do that, then they get launched and then do nothing, just to see the animation of like, okay, what can be done in that situation?
no, we saw that. We saw that.
Oh, we did.
With well, I mean, in a little different way, but we saw it with the voice actor of Ichigo. He did the knockback, right? And then he kept spamming a move. I think he was trying to super, but he didn't have enough meter or something. So what Ichigo did was just he kept slicing in front, and nothing happened, and the opponent just recovered.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I mean by besides just mashing, and just a bunch of bullshit, right? What I'm saying is we never seen a proper, but that does help a lot. The fact that it shows that it doesn't force you into a situation where it's like, okay, you throw out your geek code move or you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's not
I'm sure there's
stuck in
other
that.
options. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's there for a reason. If he's spamming moves in that state, I believe, yeah, you could definitely do more stuff. You could probably go ahead and follow with a move. I'm thinking about like, I don't know, Chad, for example. He probably does this. Then he probably has to do like El Directo, maybe like the projectile when he shoots it out, or maybe
something. God damn, I want to see something. Like,
yeah.
instead
I
of just
know.
mashing super.
Yeah, and then other moves are coming out that does nothing.
But also, I was thinking, like, can the opponent just decide not to block?
Decide.
Like, how does it work? You know what I mean? Because obviously, when you're in a knockback state, I guess if you hold block and the opponent decides to do super and you have above 30% health, where it's not guaranteed, then the opponent, then I guess you block. You have the clashing anime, ding, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
But can you just not block it? How does that, because also,
yes. Because
okay.
in the very old footage of what do you call it? It was Kubo playing with Yoruichi. He used the Geekode move twice in a row. Okay. And he caught him because basically what he did was the first launch, it was a guaranteed one. Then the second launch, it wasn't a guaranteed one. And then the guy recovered. And then he didn't do shit. I don't know what he was probably mashing or he didn't do shit. Basically, it was out of block. And then he got hit.
Okay.
It got hit. The clash happens only if you block. I think that's what it is. And if
And
you
what
don't block,
like
you get hit, I think.
okay, let's say you have now or never, which is basically
Yeah.
guaranteed hit, right?
Yeah.
Can you still miss it?
Now or never?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you
Is
can
it possible to miss it? Because I'm thinking, okay, now or never, right?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you're just mind blank, and then there's like a timing you have to click the, let's say, super, which is
Yes.
like what, R3
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
and then you mistime it, and then you still do the super, but you miss. I guess that would be cool to me. At least it's like, all
Yeah,
right.
I think you can do that. I think I've seen. I think it was in the. I think we've seen the footage like that. Well, is it the VA?
He did that?
I might be wrong. I feel like I saw something like that where
Now
it
or
was
never,
now or
but
never, and then nothing happened.
no, I mean like, no, but the super still comes out, is what I'm saying.
No. That's what I mean by. I feel
Oh,
like
it
the
doesn't
super
come
didn't
out?
come out. Yeah. Like he wasn't clicking the right button for the.
No, but I wish
s-
it comes out. But like, there's a timing basically. If you don't time it correctly, then you can still
Ah.
block. It adds a skill level to it, where
Oh.
it's like,
Okay. I see what you're saying.
right? Because I don't want to be. It's one of those things where now or never, and then you have so much time to click the button. You know, it takes away the skill, I think.
Yeah. I think that well, obviously the now or never, because I've seen, I mean, the guy just recovers after some time if you don't do it. It's not like they're stuck in now or never forever. But in terms of the timing of it, I don't think it's super difficult. I think they
It's very
just
easy, to be
I think
honest.
it's very easy, yeah, from what we've seen. But hey, maybe it was just based off of the tutorial, the
Yeah.
way it looks. Maybe, you know what I've learned about this game? What you see is not what you get from what they like.
Yeah.
What you see is not what you get at all. I first it's like I thought there was no timer. Bullshit. There is a timer. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought there was some basic buttons like square as the kit for how to play this game. No, it turns out no. There's a fucking manual configuration that you can use it to do actual combos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have full freedom at that point, and it's not like auto combos. I was like,
There
wow.
are
Okay.
auto combos though. There are auto combos. I mean,
It's
there's
a
like
set.
it's a set. Yeah.
It's a you have to select it. You have to select the
Well,
auto
it's
combo.
I forget what it's called. I think there's like an actual terminology for it, but basically it's modern and classic controls, right? There's the
Basically,
modern.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
So,
playing on modern controls, and then yeah, you got your auto combos there, right? But again, it's like what did they say? I think they said in the thread of the player that went to play on Jump Festa. He said like you play on automatic controls, and you don't have like full freedom of like
yeah.
combo routes,
Yeah.
basically.
That's like the pros and cons of it.
Yeah, pros and cons, which is sick
Yeah.
because that's cool. So if you play on manual, yeah, you have to like be very careful with your inputs, So
Yeah.
and the flow of combos will be much different. You probably can do some crazy combos from there and whatnot. So yeah, that's sick, man. That's sick.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
can't wait to see like some sick combos people will be cooking.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
My,
When I saw that Yoruichi when I saw that Yoruichi demo trailer, man, gameplay at Jump Festa, wow. I'm gonna
God.
probably be using orange reverse a lot.
Yo, she's even how like okay. Before she activated that, I was like, wow, she's freaking fast. Like I cannot even follow what she's doing.
Mhm.
And then she activated one, and she's even faster. I was like, wow, okay. As if she wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, right?
Wow. She's so fast. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, man. Well, man, but you
Oh
like
man.
fast characters, so that's great.
Yeah, if well, I hope it's one of those things where I have to be where I'm mashing a lot of the buttons. I love that. I love a lot of like I want that, want a lot of clicks.
You like
So
mashing?
I love
Confirmed. She
mashing.
should like
I
mashing.
love mashing.
She
I
shows a
love
button
no. How do I even say it? No, I don't like the button mash. I like to press buttons.
Oh,
That's
you like
different.
press buttons. Yeah.
I
I
like
mean,
pressing
hey,
buttons.
you pay $90 to not press a button. That's crazy.
Right? Oh my
Uh,
god. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, and you see that Toshiro? The pedals were actually disappearing.
Yo, what do you think is gonna happen once the pedals are disappeared?
No, his Bankai is gonna get messed up. I mean,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
is that canon?
I think no.
You know what
Because
happens?
what do you mean?
He becomes adult Toshiro. That's what happens.
No, he doesn't. What? That's Thousand Year Blood War, man.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
at this point of the story, he hasn't mastered his Bankai. At this point of the story, when he loses his pedals, he literally just self-destructs.
He becomes an old guy.
No,
Grandpa
he
Toshiro.
self-destructs in
Oh,
this part of the
does he
story.
lose?
Well, not actually in the story. Yeah, he literally like
Yeah.
self-destructs.
What would happen in the game?
But no, in the game, you basically I think he's the only character in the game so far that has a temporary awakening.
Also, he disappears.
Basically, yeah, you activate awakening, and then it's temporary until the pedals go away. Then you go back to pre-awakening, your base form.
Oh.
That's what happens.
I
He's
thought
the
you would
only
lose. I thought you would lose
no,
Compact. No,
no. That'd be that'd be
not fair.
that would suck, bro. Imagine the guys on one Kompaku like Toshiro is like, oh my god, great,
Guaranteed lost.
guaranteed. No, that would suck, man.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, actually.
Yeah. No, he just loses his awakening basically, which is the only character so far that has a mechanic like that, which is cool, you know.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Another thing is because I was confused by this. All right, so in the demo when people were going in awakening at like 9 stocks, right?
Bro, okay.
So
I was surprised by that too, yeah.
yes, so it was confirmed that they just made that in that version of the game just purely because they wanted to showcase the awakening mechanic and stuff like that. So like the parameters of reaching awakening was amped up to like 11.
Okay.
Cause that makes more sense. Cause I was just like, dude, it's been what 20 seconds? What was then why even bother having the whole awakening mechanic at that point if you're just gonna be there for like 20 seconds doing that? What the hell?
I was actually wondering too. I was like, yo, that's so like when I saw Bieka do his evolution, I was like, already? Like what? We just started.
You
and I
just
was
started.
like, well, these games are gonna go by so freaking fast, and like, what's happening over here?
Oh my god! I mean, I still think games will go by fast even then, regardless of that, because again, the game is gonna be fast. You see the mechanic, like if people know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. It's gonna be fast, man. But yeah, it's just yeah, I was like, thank God. It's also gonna be ridiculous because at that point, it's like, what was even the point? What's even the point of actually being in base form if you're just gonna go in awakening like 2 seconds later? Like
just start off.
Yeah, might as well just start off that way. You know, it's like the whole point of awakening kind of like lost its meaning when you're both at 9 stocks. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So that's what they did. Yeah. So, dude, what was it? He went to reawaken Ulquiorra. He got awakening and then reawakening at what 7 stocks.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah, it's
yeah, something was not right about that, man.
So that's pretty cool. You can actually do that in the settings. Then that's confirmed.
Yeah, that's cool,
Right?
man. That's cool. Yeah.
So if you want, literally just put in the game settings. Like, all right.
Yeah, I want to see some transformations. I want to see some transformations. Yeah.
Tournament rule. Start off awakening.
No timer.
No time. No time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Yeah, I can't wait to schmooze. I can't wait to schmooze in this game, man.
Hey, you're gonna lose, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna lose. I'm gonna win, man. Don't worry about it.
I mean, if Orihime is confirmed, then I would be scared, but she's not, so I don't have to be afraid.
That's then you would have to be more afraid because the anger that I have that originated in that game is gonna make me grind even more.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Just like that, man.
Just like that.
Uh,
Yeah. All right. So,
that's-
yeah, we could talk about Thousand Year Blood War at this point now.
yeah, you want to talk about? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
we've been
man.
going on for quite a while too. Actually, how was the stream?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been an hour and 45 minutes so far.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap it up soon. But yeah, let's talk about Thousand Blood War. Actually,
Yeah. The visible answer.
that's Well, okay, this is what it's very scary because
Yeah.
we got core 4 left already. We have that confirmed. All right, so
Yeah.
that's like 13 episodes, and already the next episode is going to be about Uryu and Hashwald fighting, which
Yes.
that's the end, basically towards the end of the
Yeah.
whole freaking Thousand of Blood War story. So they're changing it up right now. They're changing the sort of the roadmap of what the story normally goes to.
It is changing a lot. So I don't know what they're cooking, man. And here's another interesting thing. Um, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a trailer that came out like not that long ago, like a few days ago, I think. It's a look back trailer. So it's sort of like a recap of Core 3.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it showed a teaser of the next episode of
Oh,
what to expect and stuff. And it was the Hashwell coming in, and Uryu and Ichigo and everyone are there, and that's the chapter that Mr. Tomo talked about in that video when he's
yeah.
saying like that's when he reveals to Ichigo and his friends like his true motive or his plan, right? So in the teaser we saw that was already coming in, and then Yuguru was there, and he's like, all right, what will be your decision, Uryu? It's okay. It doesn't matter because I can see everything anyway. He had the Almighty, basically.
Oh,
Yeah. And then what's interesting is, but that's not in the manga, but they kept teasing this in the anime. So far from what we've seen, there's this area of room where there's this like giant like portal, I think. It's like this giant portal that they keep showing in the anime. And Yuguru was there a couple of times just staring at it.
yeah.
Just staring at it, right? You've seen it, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What is that? That's not even in the manga. What is that? And another thing is, in that teaser, it was right there in that room. They were standing there in that room where the big circle was there.
Is
Which is
that
the manga.
is
Yeah?
that the resting spot for Yuha?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that was where U-Haul was. No, I don't think so. Well, actually, I don't know, but does it really make a difference?
Because you remember when Mr. Tomo was talking about what is it? The place where Yuha was when he was a child.
Yeah?
What is it? The original realm or whatever it was called. I forget what it's called.
Oh, the original realm. Yes, okay.
Maybe that's the portal to that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but I'm just thinking, what if you know what I mean? We're just throwing ideas now, but
Okay.
because I
The
don't
reason, well, it would make sense. It wouldn't make sense because that world was the result of the three worlds being together.
Yeah, I know.
So the moment that the three worlds separated, that world ceased to exist
Yeah,
because that world got separated into three worlds. But
I don't know if that's portal. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
It's portal to Kubo's
Portal
mind.
to portal to Gerard's freaking brain, his heart. I don't know.
I can't wait to see Gerard Valkyrie's fight, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's
because
a portal to Byakuya's big fight. That's what that is.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's
the
my
portal
hope.
to the Vision.
Division?
Yeah,
What's division?
the Vision
I know
of
the visionary, but I don't know
as
the vision.
the Vision, Kubo's vision, absolute vision to. God damn it! I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what that could be. But that got teased. In the episode, obviously, we know the answer is the visible answer, and then the episode after that is going to be called the last words, which is also a reference to one of the chapters. That's the reference also to the chapter that Uryu says, the last words that he says to Ichigo about like his plans on what he was doing and whatnot. So you got the visible answer and the last words. But they didn't show any footage of that. They just showed a text box or a text that says the last words episode, I don't know, 39 or 40, the last episode of Core 3. So no visuals on that. Only visuals on the next episode. But I know some crazy shit is gonna happen. That's for sure. That's some crazy shit.
Honestly, I don't see how Uryu is going to be forgiven, though. That's my big problem.
Me too. I agree.
He did way too much damage to be like, "You're sorry, okay, come back."
Yeah, I know. Or yeah, he needs to really justify. There needs to be a proper justification for that.
I don't think there is, man. Honestly, I think it's too late at this point. Like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, he straight up killed Senjimaru. Pretty much. I mean, yeah. What the hell, man?
Like, it's not the same as in the manga.
It's not the same. You're right.
In the manga, it was like, "Oh, you tried to fool us. All right, it's all right." You straight up kill people on your own team. That to me is like, no, there's no way. So I don't know. That's what I'm wondering what they're gonna make in terms of the difference in the anime to show how he's forgiven, or more like he isn't forgiven, and that's why there's a set consequence. Um, I don't know. I'm just thinking now, like during the one shot Hell arc, did we see Uryu?
Yeah, we did. Well, actually, we didn't see him, but we did see him in the last chapter of the manga. You know, when there's that time skip that happens, he becomes a famous, well, not famous, but he becomes a doctor or scientist or doctor, and that he's watching. He's on his phone, and he's watching a boxing match of Chad. Yeah. So that's what happens. So that's the situation.
Okay.
Are you gonna say like you think he's gonna die or something like that?
No, he's not gonna die, but there's gotta be some kind of consequence.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's gonna be some sort of like, I can see that where there's some sort of consequence, and at that time between, because again you gotta think about the time skip is massive. It's like a 10-year time skip, right?
Yeah.
So whatever punishment that he has to go through, it can still happen within that time frame of the consequences that he has to go through, which it can happen while still the ending making it possible the way it is. Like,
I think it's straight up. He relinquishes all of his Quincy powers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No. No. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I guess, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. It could happen, but I'm thinking more like maybe he's not allowed to be part of. Maybe he's never allowed to come to the Soul Society again, or he's probably banished from going there ever again, or something like that too.
Yeah. Something. It has to be like pretty big consequence.
Yeah,
in order to make sense, because
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
major
know.
damage.
Yes, all kinds of lethal damage right there. Here's something very interesting, by the way. So, remember that episode before? I think it was Shadows Gone episode, I think. Yeah, Shadows Gone episode, the ending of it, or the one before that, I don't know. But it was that tease at the end with the Bambis, right?
Yeah.
So Candace and Medinas, they got zombified.
Yeah, yeah.
But in Canferial world, it's they're they're not, well, we know Candace is not zombified. So that's interesting. You know?
That's true.
And I wonder if, well, it could be a thing where it's like maybe it's the reverse. Oh, you know what? It can still make sense. It could still make sense. What I'm thinking is Mayuri is the one that's slaving the shit out of Candace in Canfield World, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the same guy who reverse zombified Toshiro and reverse zombified a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
So maybe what happens is Candace gets zombified, and then at some point Mayuri gets his hand on Candace, zombie version of her, and then basically reverse zombifies her back to regular, and then enslaves her and does all the crazy shit that he does in Canfield World. That's still a possibility, actually. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayuri is
He's crazy as hell.
He's a psychopath.
He's crazy, man. He's crazy. I mean, there's still that side of humanity in him, based off of baby hold your hand too, But
yeah, but
yeah.
No, he's pretty.
Hollow Man. He chatted. He said, "Yeah, he can reverse it still." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we're saying.
For sure. Yeah,
absolutely. He can reverse it. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to the stream, Hollow Man. Hope you enjoy this. We're talking about 1000 Year Blood War Core 3 right now. Just giving our thoughts about it.
That's cool, man.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's the thing. And so far, it's, they've never been so surprised with what's going to happen, from core to core, right?
Yeah.
And, in core 4, Kubo is apparently making some insane decision in the story in core 4 that has all the animators completely shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything that has happened so far, they haven't been shocked.
Yeah.
The whole Zero Division having the extended fight, Reggie versus Uryu, all this, like, these changes that to us is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But so just imagine, apparently Core 4 is gonna have changes that will maybe top that. Like,
I mean, because I think it's basically the fact that they're gonna be adding some new stuff to it, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously all the cores so far, they're trying to be as accurate to the source material as possible. And then Kubo's like, all right, core 4, yo, source material, all right, throw that on the side real quick. All right, now let's talk about what we're gonna do. And I think that's what's basically gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's gotta be probably some big changes.
Yeah.
Hollow Man says, just hope Shinji gets something more to do. I agree, man. I agree. I think so too. It's hard to know what's gonna happen with Shinji because we know that in Core 2 he had that moment of where Kubo decided to give him that Bankai moment, right? Obviously he gets absolutely handed by Bamietta, right? I think at the end of the day, we're all hoping for not just Shinji, but the whole Visors to do something in Core 4 because they got their ass handed to them in this. Like Thousand Blood War did not treat the visors very well at all, man.
Yeah.
They got like the short end of the stick on this one. But my assumption is this, because the visors do come in the manga. Like I think they come in to play to fight against Gerard. They come in and they do their thing, but it only lasts like about what, a panel or two max. Like they do something, they land like a small hit, but then they get one shot and after that. So it's like, I think that's gonna change. If we're getting people like what Orihime and Chad that are doing a lot more in this anime version.
Ganju?
Ganju?
What the hell is Ganju doing there?
Yo, like
man.
in the manga, they're just like what? Like just standing around doing nothing at all, not a single blow or like no plan.
No,
If those
they did some damage to the, well, not really, but you know, they did something with the against the Sterners. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, but it's clearly more like screen time, and I never thought I would see Chad actually trying to land a punch against Yuha. What? You know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd see that day.
Yeah.
You know? That's crazy on its own. That idea for it to come true, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no,
like this man never even like touched Aizen. Forget about, like, he never even touched Aizen in like the Aronkar arc or anything like that. This man got to at least throw a punch at Yuha. That's cool, man.
Yeah, 100%. No, to show love to those characters that basically got no love, right? It's really good. 100%.
Yeah. Hollow Man. Yeah, entire team got chatted out. yeah, the whole visors got chatted out. Yeah. Ganju hasn't done anything Dance Soul Society 20 years ago. I think you mean he hasn't done anything since the Soul Society. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah. He hasn't done anything since then. So to see him to actually do something here, yeah, that's great to see, man. So that's why I'm full confident with something like the Visors. I think they'll have an extended fight against Gerard.
I mean, bro, not only them, I think everything about Gerard is going to be extended. That's what I'm hoping to see, because first of all, everyone fights freaking Gerard. We're talking about Toshiro, Byakuya, Kenpachi, the Visor. You know, they're all coming in because obviously Valkyrie is absolutely broken, but I think we're going to see extension of especially Byakuya.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty sick when you saw like against Asnod, and then Asnod was like, "Oh yes, I know that Bankai very well," and he's like, "Bankai? That was my Shikai. What are you talking about?" So that he's got so much more to show, right? Renji got his own to show his showcase his Bankai. Yeah, I mean, I'd spoken to other people that watched Thousand Blood War, and everyone says the same thing, which is, look, that was the craziest, awesome episode.
Yeah,
his Bankai in action, because in the manga we only see him do his attack to Master
Zakatepo.
Yeah, and that's the only thing we see from the manga. Yeah, and in the anime they're like, no, we see all kinds of other stuff. We're gonna see the exact same thing, I think, with Byakuya versus Valkyrie and the others as well. I think there's gonna be a huge extension fight with Valkyrie.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what we're gonna see, I think, with Core 4.
Yeah, I agree. I think my expectations and hope is that a lot of characters should get justice, just like properly the justice they deserve. Byakuya, the Visors, you know, all these characters that like you just wanted more out of them, if that makes sense. It just didn't get it. I think they're gonna get the justice they deserve in Core 4. And that's my hope too, man. If we get that, this is Core. They did it. They did it. They did it, man. They win. They won.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's my hope, man. Do you think that? So you think the final fight is gonna be very different, or no?
God. Different in terms of like, I think they're gonna respect the source material, but I think different in terms of adding more to the fight, to make it longer in a way, to make it more I think to make it more, maybe not understandable is the right word, but um, to make the fight more comprehensive in a sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
at least for me, my reaction when I read the manga was it was kind of like it was like a jumbled mess. There's all
Mm.
kinds of shit happening, and that was it. Yeah, and then it ended so quick, and then it's like, all right, 10 years later. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be,
Yeah.
he's gonna rework that and
Yeah.
make it like a proper finale.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I think that, like, overall, yes, I definitely agree with that. I think there's a lot happening all at once, and then a lot of things rushed, especially like you know, we had no idea what happened to Kisuke as well at the end of it. People's lives, it was so confusing if they were alive or dead. You didn't know who lived, who's dead. Izuru Kira, are you alive? Are you dead? We don't know. Urahara, are you alive or dead? We don't know. Same for Grimjow, Nell. Are these people alive? We have no idea. So they're definitely gonna expand on that and have a clear confirmation on, like, listen, okay, okay, they're fine. All right, don't worry. These people are actually fine. Okay. Here's the thing that's gonna happen for sure. Like you said, the expansion is 100% what's gonna happen, and specifically where they're going to make the biggest change is, if you know about that final slash that Ichigo does to Yuha, right?
Yeah.
That when Uryu shoots the still silver at Yuha, that he loses his powers for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Ichigo does the slice. Right after that slice, when you see that panel where it's cut off, literally the next thing we see is a time skip.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be completely reworked. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean it's like that is not a finale. Like, what is that?
There was no closure, no aftermath of the fight.
Everyone that read that got blue balled 100%. Right?
Oh yeah. Dude, I saw Mr. Tomo's reaction on that, like from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was the funniest shit ever, bro.
What do you say?
Back then, he was still cursing a lot, so it was
funny.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, he was just like, I don't know what to think of this. He's like, I don't know. He's just like, I don't know, man.
He was frustrated. That's what was going on.
Holoman says, I hope they change the fight, but keep the ambiguity of the ending with Ichigo's son. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they're definitely gonna keep the ambiguity with Ichigo's son, because you remember what happened with Ichigo's son is he's also bro, I swear he's probably more of a what's the word, like monster, I guess. They're like Ichigo. What would you call it? What is Ichigo like? Because he's part Quincy, part this, part that. Like
he's a Soul King substitute.
No. It's a negative word. It's a, like,
I know, yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but it's like basically, okay. I'll just say monstrous. Basically, what I'm saying is Ichigo is monstrous, right? Ichigo's son is probably even worse.
Yeah, no, but that happened after time skip, though.
Yeah, it happened after time skip because remember after the time skip there was that remnants of Yuha that was still alive, and then he came in and just destroyed it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what is this? Boom. All right, it's gone.
Yeah, he's scary, man. I'm actually generally scared of his son, like in terms of what he's capable of.
You know what's even scarier is that one-shot Hell arc.
Oh, he's fully playing into the whole like scared, like weird. What are you, bro?
He's not even scared. Look, he was like, yo, look what I found. He goes in the back, opens the port to hell, and he's like, yo, look at this.
Don't worry, like, everyone's
what
there.
The hell? It's like, what?
He said, don't worry, everyone is there.
No, he's like God damn,
Yes.
man. They gotta keep track with.
Yeah, dude. It's like that innocent. He has like this innocence because I'm sure he doesn't know
No, he
what
doesn't
he's
know.
doing is
No,
bad.
no,
It's
he's
like
a
that
kid.
childish innocence that's so scary because
Yeah,
he's doing
exactly.
all these like weird, probably very likely horrible things, right?
Yeah.
But
He's not aware of it.
he's not aware of it. And that's what's so scary. And how did he learn how to open the portal to hell? What the hell?
I have no
No
idea.
pun intended. All right.
Yeah, no, what the hell? No, it's the same with Hikone, right? It's
Yeah.
like there's that innocence that's like I don't know. I mean, Hikone is you can understand because he was brought up by Tsukushima, but not Tsukushima, sorry,
Tokinada.
Tokinada. But like, what is Ichigo and Orihime doing? They're not doing their job properly, man.
Yeah, not at all, bro. Yeah, it's yeah, no, it's scary. It's so scary to see that. So you think that for some reason you think that they're gonna tease Can't Fear Your Own World in
I
Core
know.
4?
I mean, okay, it's not what I think. It's more like what I hope, right? I would hope
Oh, it's what you hope.
because I'm
Okay.
like, if they're gonna make some new shit for the ending of Thousand of Blood War,
Yeah.
uh, because Can't Fear Your Own World happens before the kid of
Yeah.
Ichigo and Orihime. So like,
Yes.
this is not like
Mhm.
they're gonna show new things in the end
Yeah.
of the episode. Oh, sorry, not end of, but end of Core 4. Then it has to be related to Can't Fear Your Own World. There's no way. Unless they're gonna do
Yeah.
it, they're gonna do the time skip in the Core 4? Maybe. I feel I don't know. I think it's an opportunity lost if they don't tease Can't Fear Your Own World to be an animated.
I see.
I mean, I
And
would
what?
want to see that for sure.
Yeah, but what? When would they show the ending to that time skip, the 10-year time skip? Then where would they show it? Then? Because if you say like, okay, they don't show it in Core 4, and then you got Can't Fear Your Own World happening,
Or maybe
and
they're gonna
then you
tease
got
both. You know
wait,
what I
what?
mean? They're gonna maybe tease
Okay.
both. It's like they're gonna show Can't Fear Your Own World teasers during the episode,
Yeah.
but the official teaser is gonna be the Thousand of Blood War
Mm,
Ichigo's son kind of situation.
yeah.
Um,
I think that it'll be self-contained. I don't think they're going to tease Can't Fear Your Own World personally, but do
no,
I
but
think
you have to understand, like tease is a different meaning when it comes to Kubo, right? Um,
okay?
no, but you're seeing tease like it's gonna be obvious tease, like oh, like you watch friggin' Toy Story 4, and then at the end of it,
Okay, okay.
that's a tease, yes.
Okay.
But we're talking about Kubo tease. Like it's like a
Oh.
one shot thing, and it's not even focusing on it, and it's in the background, and you're like, wait a minute, what was that?
Yeah. Okay, I definitely can. I believe that. Yeah, for
Come on
sure,
now,
for
we're talking
sure.
about Bleach. You can't.
Yeah. You're talking about like the most subtle
Of
foreshadowing,
course, of
basically.
course. Like everything is
Yeah.
subtle with Kubo. You
Oh,
can't.
okay. I definitely agree with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, imagine an entire core dedicated to time skip. And now you're wishing too much, man.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Oh God.
I mean, the whole thing about the time skip, the whole point of it is the fact that the time skip itself is time of peace. There's nothing happening during that time of 2 years. That like 10-year time skip happens, and then during that period of time until 2 years later, after that 10-year time skip, then something happens, which is the hell arc. You
Yeah.
know. So during that, so you would have an arc where nothing happens. There's no conflict.
It's peaceful times. I mean,
It's
I
just
guess there'll
peaceful.
be in inner conflicts. Maybe I don't.
I mean, inner conflicts, I guess. But that'd be like, are you talking about like soul society politics or something? I mean, that's more Can't Fear Your Own
Right.
World, but
Yeah. Yeah.
that's more Can't Fear Your Own World stuff. But
Yeah. I
yeah, I
guess
don't think
so.
they'll do that twice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of episodes of Ichigo's dad getting kicked and punched by his daughters. It's gonna be basically that.
Yeah.
Ichigo going to school, maybe.
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick. Man, I can't wait for that. I can't remember the Ukitake in Core 3 Uh, I'll see you soon.
Oh my god.
People
Now
went crazy over that, man.
that's a
Yeah.
tease, straight up tease of
Yeah, it's the most like indirect direct thing both
uh
at the same time I've ever seen Kubo do in that episode, bro. Talking
that was
to
great.
Unohana. Yeah, gonna see you soon.
No, but it's man, this is what's like irritating about Kubo is the fact that he does those things, but there's like four different levels to it, right? Because it's like, yeah, see you soon, which could mean, oh, see you in hell, but it could also mean like, yeah, I'll see you soon after the fight. You know what I mean? Like it could be
Yeah,
he can go either way. Um,
yeah.
I would watch Orihime make bread for
12
yo.
episodes. I know you would too, Sunny D. I
Hey,
know
you
you
know
would,
what?
dude.
I guess Hollow Man and I we have something in common.
Yeah, just so you know, Hollow Man, Sunny D, his favorite waifu, it's Orihime. So
Yeah.
that would be a pleasure for him.
I
Yes.
mean, hey man, look at this. Hold up.
Where is it? Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
show it.
Oh shit, look at this.
Yeah.
I got the figurine for relax
Yeah.
time.
Relax time Orihime. And I got my own on this one.
Yeah, you got
I
your
got my baby girl, Yoruichi over here.
yeah, clean right there.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell are we doing? Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
Especially next week. Next week we got 2 episodes next week, man.
Oh, 2 episodes. That's gonna be a crazy finale, man. Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait.
Damn.
Oh man, what a perfect Christmas gift.
Oh, wow. Like literally. He's like, oh, Christmas. Here you go. 2 episodes.
Yeah. But you know what's gonna happen, right? When we finish that episode, the last
No,
episode. You know
we don't think about that. We don't think about that. That's too far. That's too far ahead.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the
Yeah,
moment
no,
we have,
no,
I guess.
no. I mean, it's like this, right? We're like, oh, watch the episode, absolute high, and then as soon as we finish the episode, crash, freaking depression. You know what I mean? But gotta wait till next year.
I think about like, you know, remember, you know, like generally when we watch anime, we're like, at least for me, I'm like, I'm gonna wait till it's fully finished and then I'll start watching it, right? Imagine if we did that with Thousand Year Blood.
No, but you know what's funny is that I actually tried.
You tried?
I tried to do that, and I couldn't. I couldn't do it. The most I could do was 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So I would wait, and then when 2 episodes came out, I would watch 2 episodes.
I understand your strategy because one is not enough, huh?
Bro, now what?
20 minutes pass by so fast.
I don't. It's the same thing as watching a Rebirth of Souls 1 minute trailer. It's the exact same feeling. It's like what? That's it?
I know. It's so painful. So I understand your strategy. Yeah, I understand it. Yeah. 2 episodes, at least it's not that bad.
It is. It's a lose-lose situation, man.
It's a lose-lose situation. Yeah, for sure. Hey, maybe that's why they do a double feature. Maybe that's why, because they're like, one episode. That's too short, man. 20 minutes. That's too short. That's why they do that every core.
I think what happened was they're trying to make a decent finale for every core. And the thing is, if they upload just one at a time, especially for what's going to happen with this one, like this last 2 episodes we have left, which is going to be about Yuha and Uryu. And I'm sorry, not Yuha, Hashwalt and Uryu.
Yeah,
you have to this is a big fight. This is big. Like there's going to be a lot of conversations going on, a lot of mental fighting going on, and to me that deserves 2 episodes where like one will feel rushed.
Yeah.
So, and imagine they just upload 1 episode and then like cut in the middle, and I was like, all right, you have to wait 1 week. It's like, oh
yeah,
I feel like it's gonna ruin the experience in the sense of like when you're watching 1 episode, you're already in the zone. You're already like, all right, you're in that mood of like, oh, okay, what's going on? It's like a very serious, tense situation, and then we got the other episode, you know, to make sense.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense because I think about the every core, the way it was structured. And like Core 2, for example, those last two episodes was pretty much the squad, Zero Squad versus the Sternwinners. It had
Yeah.
to take 2 episodes to fully make it, because I think about it, it's like, yeah, that's true, huh? I cannot watch one episode and not watch the other one. It's like, if they had a choice, that should have been all one episode of like 40 minutes, right? It
Yeah.
just makes more sense. So I get what you're saying. It does make more of a proper finale. Yeah, that is true. But also because it was probably too short. But yeah.
Oh man. Well, when does
Yeah.
Core 4 come out? What, next year? End of next year, around there?
Yeah, I'm thinking next year, October.
It's around that time, right?
Yeah, it's always this cycle pretty much for the most part. Yeah, because last year? Yeah, last year Core 1 finished off in December ish.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Wait, isn't it every year then?
That's what I'm thinking now. Yeah, is it every year?
Basically, every core takes 1 year, basically, ish.
Wow.
Yeah,
There you go.
interesting.
Damn.
Yeah, because Core 2, when did Core 2 start and finish? You remember?
I don't even know. I don't remember.
Yeah. I feel like, it was Christmas time, I think. Yeah, I watched that. It was at your house that I watched.
Yeah. I don't remember. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, I know that Core 3 took one of the longest cores to actually make. For some reason, probably because they really want to. It had like a lot of changes, maybe compared to the other cores, and they want to just make it really good as much as possible. So they just need that extra time, I guess, for that. And for Core 4, I'm assuming it's gonna take a while. Core 4 is gonna take, I think, I definitely next year October. I'm definitely thinking next year October.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much like 10 months from now. Yeah, 10 months from now. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's gonna be one hell of a core for sure.
Oh yeah. But I'm honestly, I'm not even worried because we got things to do in between. We got Rebirth of Souls.
Oh yeah.
Right. We got. I mean, this is not related to Bleach, but we got the episode that's going to probably come out for Hero's Purpose.
Hero's Purpose, yeah.
You know, that's damn.
Yeah, it's gotta be crazy. And yeah, we got to do the Bleach Legacy. We got to do Rebirth of Souls, and then while Rebirth of Souls is happening, actually, grinding the game, make content out of it, go to tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole experience.
And if you're watching this stream and wondering what we're talking about literally joining tournaments for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Like, we're going to be playing the game and making whatever content on it, but we're not just playing like a casual player. We're going to be playing and grinding on that and actually join tournaments. We're going to, I mean, at least for me, I want to record those experiences. It's really fun, I think.
Me too, yeah.
And I think we're going to do that. But what's more important is that you guys are going to see me whooping his ass. That's most. That's probably what's going to happen.
Get your ass out of here, man. You're going to get your ass absolutely handed to you. No problem, bro. Just wait till we're going to make a series called Waifu Wars, by the way.
It's not, I mean, yeah, it's in the works. It's in the works,
but all you need to know is it's gonna be a series where I'm just whooping his ass, kicking his ass.
Yeah,
that's all it is. So it's gonna be my waifu versus his waifu, Yoruichi versus Orihime. It's gonna be stakes on the line. So
yeah, there's gonna be stakes on the line for sure. Yeah. It's just the only problem right now is the fact that Orihime is not confirmed for the game.
Yeah, that's the worry. That's the worry. Problem. I know.
But otherwise, yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. Getting a new game and a great anime seemed impossible back in 2016.
Oh, don't even tell me about it, man. Oh my god. Don't even talk about the dark age of Bleach,
dark age, eh?
That was the worst. Yeah, Hollow Man. Yeah, you've been through a lot. I know, I can tell, man. But just with that comment, you know how it feels like, man. 2016,
And it's all because of one guy.
Yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf. That
you're an
goddamn
arch nemesis.
arch nemesis.
Wow.
Yeah, but honestly, now looking back on it, honestly, I'm actually grateful for everything that happened because honestly, at the end of the day, I think that the era of 2016 and that dark age of Bleach, if it didn't happen, all this beautiful stuff that's with Bleach that's happening now would have never happened.
Well, that's the
It
thing. I don't know about never happening, but the impact is not the same.
The
Because
impact is not the same.
the more people are going against somebody, the bigger the comeback, right? And
Yes.
that's what we're seeing, right? We're witnessing firsthand, which is what I'm grateful for, is
Yeah.
being part of this.
Yeah. No, because
And it's
think about it, right? Because you got the anime, right? Back in 2012 when it finished. And then they stopped the anime right there, for the manga to catch up and finish Thousand Year Blood War,
yeah,
right? But then even when Thousand Year Blood War finished, like no anime came to be, and
yeah,
it took a while until now for the anime to come to be, right?
yeah,
But imagine if they didn't do that and decided to continue the anime from there.
yeah.
The quality would have actually suffered, right?
Oh God.
The Thousand Year Blood War anime would not have been this good if we were getting everything we wanted back then. Is my point. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Um.
Like you won't even know what you're missing out on, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gosh, and also what a timing to get the anime and the game at the same time.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Bro, what the hell? What a time to be alive right now.
What a time to be. Yeah. Honestly, being a Bleach fan now is like the best time to ever be one.
Oh, 100%. Unless you're a fake fan. Like,
You're capitalizing on
bro,
the success of Bleach.
It pains me every time I see him upload a video on it. I'm like,
Yeah, Glove.
he's not even a true fan, dude. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man.
It's true that Tokyo Ghoul for Bleach would be dreadful.
Oh, I guess the same thing happened with that, huh? Yeah. Jeez.
I mean, Tokyo Ghoul is like a classic example of what happens with some studios with fame. Like season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul, very well received, very very popular. Everyone loved that shit, and it was going respecting the manga, the source material. And then they're like, "Hey, you know what? Since season 1 did so well, why don't we change it up?" And they decided to throw out the manga out the window.
Yeah.
And do its original thing. And then everyone started shitting on Tokyo Ghoul. They're like, what is this? Season 2 is absolute garbage, all that. And then they're like, oh, my bad. We're going to go back to our roots with season 3. Damage is already done. Damage is done. So
yeah.
Anyways, that's what I've heard about it. I watched season 1. And yes, I really enjoyed it, but yeah, season 2 and all that.
Season 2, it was a mess. Apparently, they skipped like 60 manga chapters or something like that. That's crazy amount of chapters.
So that's kind of the situation there, right?
Yeah. Oh well, thank God Bleach did not go through that. Jeez.
No. Kubo knows better.
Better. Kubo knows better, man. Yeah. Goddamn. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pretty much wrap this up now.
Yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, we have to pretty much wrap it up now. Yeah. Hey, that was a great stream, man.
That was a great stream, man. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for joining us. Thank you, Hollow Man, for interacting.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, that's I mean, you were the first one to really interact with it. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect anybody to be honestly chatting today at all.
Yeah, that's true.
My first live stream that I've ever made. So yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Very grateful. Thank you.
I hope you join next time as well. It's
yeah. Thank you for subscribing, and subscribe to Sunny D as well. To his channel. He makes great content.
Okay.
all Bleach related stuff. So yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. That's yeah. Thanks for that kind words. But yeah,
Yeah.
um, yeah. Always glad to speak about. Hey,
Yay.
it is peak,
Yeah,
100%.
respect, man. Respect.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's not even peak actually. It's gonna only get better from here. That's not.
Yeah, you know what? It's not even peak yet. It is this good.
Yeah, yeah. Already.
That is true. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This was a wonderful time. And we'll catch you guys next time, basically.
Yep. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for the stream, man.
Yeah, no problems, man.
Peace out.
Yeah, peace out. See you guys.